Here we are ready to finish up part 2 of these gorgeous camo earrings. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hey you guys, so I wanted to pop on here and show you really quickly just what I'm getting ready to do with the camouflage, and then we're gonna let it dry. Then I'm gonna come back, add the glitter, and we're gonna drill some holes, and we're gonna be done with these gorgeous earrings. So stay tuned for part 2 of our exclusive camo DIY yummy camoliciousness earrings. Be right back. So I just wanted to show you really quickly what we've done so far. So as you see, we had added all the little black squiggles to camo it out last night. I did go ahead and paint the back. I decided to paint the sides purple because for some reason my Sharpie decided to take a leave of absence. It didn't feel like doing any work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add the Mod Podge. And then I think I'm gonna, because it's called Dimensional Magic and it adds dimension, I'm gonna do the glitter on top after the Dimensional Magic dries. So normally I would use triple thick, but because I feel like I still want to add some depth and some dimension to these, I think, like I said, we're going to bling them out. So I'm planning this kind of in my head as we go along. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm taking the dimensional, I'm sorry. I want to say I got this from Michael's, and I also want to say I think I've seen it before at the Dollar Tree, but I'm not exactly sure. But it's Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. I used it on one other pair of earrings, and I did like how it turned out. But I don't think at the time I was using it for dimension. I think it was these earrings, and I was just using it to adhere. These are my 95 South earrings, because we are 95 South, right? I love the South, I love 95. Because you go in places on 95, right? So I think that I used it on these to secure the grass-like glitter. And you can see these on another video I did where I was showing like different statement earrings I had made. So that's what I use that for. So let's go ahead, and I'm just gonna squeeze it out as we go along. I don't want to get any air bubbles, so let me hold it up so you can see it. Because it specifically said not to shake it. So I'm just gonna squeeze it out. And I'm doing a healthy amount of it. So I'm hoping that it doesn't take a long time to dry. Y'all, I have a habit of pouring instead of brushing. I didn't realize I had that so high up where you couldn't necessarily see it, but I like for stuff to go on thick, okay? So I'm gonna hold it straight, and I'm gonna look, see if I see any air bubbles while I'm squeezing it out. And the reason I like for things that go on thick is because I like more of a glass-like finish and a dome-like effect on my projects. Now mind y'all, I did try that before with that crazy, what was that stuff? It's sitting right to the right of me. Duraglass, that didn't work out at all. And now I'm gonna have to walk away from these, so I'm hoping that it doesn't end up getting a bunch of bubbles that I won't be able to tend to while I'm gone and while they're drying. So there we are. That is the first top coat. I'm gonna move it back into frame so you can see it. I have it on a really flat surface, so I think that's super important whenever you're glazing and glossing stuff. And I started from the middle. I don't know that that really makes a difference. But also there are a lot of ridges in this earring, which is another reason I wanted to have a thick coat, because when I went and added the black squiggles and the outlines to make it look camouflage, that created like a raised effect in some of the paint areas. So I wanted to get on here and show you this part of it. You're gonna see it, I mean, it'll look like I'm coming right back, but I'm gonna let this actually dry while I go over to finish up this house. So these are gonna dry. I normally will let stuff dry overnight, but I'm just gonna see how they look when I get back. So basically they'll be drying for a couple of hours. And the last time I used the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic, it dried really quickly. So I'm anticipating that that same thing will happen this time. So I'm just moving it forward. Hold on. I'm moving it forward just a little bit because some of it went over a little bit, and I don't want the earrings to stick to the paper. So let's do it this way. And even if they do stick to the paper, it's fine, because the worst that's gonna happen is you'll have a little piece of paper stuck to the back of your earring, and you just paint over it, sand it and paint over it. So what I'm doing is I'm looking to see if I see any air bubbles at all, which I don't. And I want to make sure that the Mod Podge is going all the way to the end. All the way to the edges, I should say. So that looks really great. So we're going to leave it alone. And we're going to let that dry. And I'll be right back. Well, hello, gorgeous people. So I wanted to show you really quickly just what they look like glossed. I'm not even sure that the light is doing them any justice. But they came out really great with the dimensional Mod Podge. They're still wet, so I'm not going to, I mean, they're not wet to the point of dripping, but they're still damp. Do they not look incredible or what? And the clear gloss shine that the dimensional Mod Podge gave them, I really, really love. So again, the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. And so next, what we want to do is add just a little bit more magic. I don't know, I kind of don't want to mess them up with glitter in case I don't like it. So I'm trying to figure out what to do about that, because I think that I like them how they are, even though I was talking about blinging them out. But I think that they look so incredible, and I don't want to tacky them out by adding anything to them. So I'm gonna let them dry. I'm gonna add the hooks and the holes to them once they dry, and then we'll play it by ear again. But I think that I'm gonna call them finished, because I just like them how they are. And sometimes I feel like if we add too much, then it just becomes busy, and really the beauty of it gets lost. And so because to me it's looking exactly like I envisioned, I'm thinking that I'm going to leave it here. So the next video that we have coming up is we're going to do a sunflower earring design. So I am super excited to share that with you because I love sunflowers. I feel like I am a sunflower, right? And the reason I say that is because I used to have so many jobs when I first got out of college, because I always thought, okay, well, I'll just stay in retail management. That's what I was in for a really long time. And my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time and then became my fiance, now my husband, was always like, girl, Linda, you need to work for yourself. But I never knew how. I never knew what to do. And so I just didn't do it. And so now, some 30 years later, I realized that I need to be able to have freedom. I need to be able to go with the sun. That's what sunflowers do, right? You see me leaning. They lean towards the sun. But anyway, I'm really thinking that I am in love with these and how they turned out. And so there is where we're going to leave them. Just in case, I know last night I showed you how I did the black squiggles. And so all I did was I followed the outline of just some of the colors. And that's how we ended up doing the black. And I used the pointer tool to do it. So you remember that that was a tool. And you can find that in Michael's over in the paint section where they have tools and whatnot. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I love how they came out. We're gonna let them dry overnight. I'm gonna add the hooks in the backs, and then I will show them to you tomorrow. And then, Lord be willing, I'm going to do the sunflower video prayerfully this weekend. I don't wanna overpromise. I wanna underpromise and overdeliver. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know that this part was really short because I just wanted to add how they ended up looking, but I've got to let them dry, because if I try to do any type of drilling or anything now, they're going to be ruined. So with that being said, God bless you. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'm super excited. For those of you that are new subscribers, thank you for being here, and for us just talking and chatting it up. I hope you enjoy also the ministry videos, and that they're impacting your life in a positive way. So anyway, I'm Girl Linda Price. God bless you, and until the next video, stay safe and stay blessed. I think they turned out really great. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more.